Ladies and gentlemen, you're all welcome to this special show. Uh, Yesterday, we heard of the verdict of the Maryland Circuit Court about the legality of the IG in America and what the American government has been explaining to us. Today, I want you people to listen to one of our powerful, Honorable Sama Thomas activist. He is a very renowned person, and I thought it wise for us to listen to his what he was saying, and let's see what he said. He said a little much about the struggle, about the history, and he also see sort of kind of collaboration. And most of us will agree that no matter what happens in this struggle, we are all Amazonians. We have to learn to forgive and forget. We have to learn to accommodate people. No matter the differences, we are all working towards a common goal. And at the end of the day, we still need one another. We need each other to. So I'm saying this because some people are out there. They are trying to use a kind of political innuendos about everything that's going on. Okay, we are trying to establish a political system, a democratic system that every Amazonian can look up to. Okay, our goal is to make sure that we galvanize our people. We make sure that we see an established democratic country called Amazonia. But some people don't look at it that way. They look at it as if it's a competition, competing against each other. They see anybody that is not in favor of their or not in line with their own ideas as a competitor. But from history, we have seen that most of the struggles for independence have not been run in that way. You cannot have people who are only looking towards this person, or this person is my leader. If it's not this person, I will not support the struggle. They don't look at the bigger picture. Okay? They don't look at the bigger picture. But when we look at this thing, we are looking at it in a bigger way, not just because of one person, And at the end of the day, most of those people end up still coming back to the same thing that we are saying, that we have to learn to forgive one another. We're all Amazonians, right? We're all Amazonians. If we don't learn to forgive, we don't learn to say, okay, you hurt me, I'm sorry. I'll also forgive this person. Some of us just want to take people like enemies. Okay, that is a problem in this struggle, and we've seen that time and again, that people who don't want to forgive are the people who want to be forgiven. Okay, but if we have the same goal, we have the same, then you are carrying the other person to court, and the court say that, okay, this person is legit, or this government is legit. This person is the one that is going to win, that has won this case from the evidence that we see. Why are you still going about? You carry someone to court. President Sako carried Chris Anu and the IG to court. Okay? At the end of the day, the government, the Circuit Court of Maryland, passed their judgment that the legality has shown, okay, from the way all of the government came into power is the same way. You cannot change something that is legal. That's what the Circuit Court of Maryland made it clear. And when you see what was going on, people don't understand but we are ready for unity. We are ready for collaboration. We are ready for those who really want this struggle to succeed. People who are just there to want their own president. If not their president, if not their chairman, they won't want anything to do with the struggle. Wait, are you in this struggle because of a chairman? Are you in this struggle because of a particular CIC, commander-in-chief? Or you're in this struggle because of a particular president? All this president will come and go, like we have in America here. America has almost 46 presidents today, right? All the other presidents come and go. But we're talking about the institutions. We have to respect the institution, the constitution, the thing that makes a country. Any country, the hallmark of any country is the democracy. It has nothing to do with the person as a person. Because those presidents will pass and go. Their own time will pass and they'll go now. The next one will come in. But if you don't have a strong institution, you don't have a solid foundation, how do you expect president to come and go? That's why we saw at the beginning of the struggle, any president come, they want to stay. They don't want to respect the institution that put them inside. But those are bygones. Yesterday, we heard the verdict of the Circuit Court in Maryland. This is America. We are just trying to be legal. We are just trying to make things legal. Any activity you are carrying out in America, you have to be, make it legal. When you are in America and you are doing fraudulent things, know that they are investigating you. If you get money from somewhere that you don't work for it, they are investigating you. If you collect money from people, they will find out where you are collecting that money. They will also find out how you get that money. That is how it is, and it's a system that is open to everybody, and that is a system that we are trying to talk about. But some people don't understand. They want to make it as if it's a problem. It's not a problem. Okay? It's just to respect that institution, respect the law of that land. Okay? Yesterday, that verdict was very clear. It said that the government of President Chris Ano is the legitimate government, and the government now is the one that the American government can work with directly. Because the American government cannot work with any person. The one can is a president. The one can't. No. They don't do like that. They want something that can be in place that they can work with. Okay. Yesterday in my other show, I think you guys should watch my other show. I made this clear that in America there are more than 50 interim governments. 50 interim governments from different countries that the American government is working with. Okay? But that does not mean that any kind of person will just come and form a government and say it's an interim government. No. Okay? We are trying to follow the legality of something. And that is what the court made mention. It said you cannot be put in power by this Restoration Council. Then you turn around, you disband it and go and form your own council. Then you want that the court should approve your own council. It doesn't work like that. Whereas the Restoration Council is still there. It's still there, ready to still have elections. Right? You go and form your own after you have been impeached and removed. It doesn't work like that. The American government could not accept that. The Maryland court, the Circuit Court of Maryland, said no. Okay, we're talking now about how to bring people together. Okay, after all these things, I want us to remember first, the interim government did not take Sako to court. Sako took the interim government to court after he was impeached and removed. He wanted to fight the matter in court for him to be reinstated. You see, so he lost the case. Okay, that's the thing that I want people to understand. The interim government did not take Sako to court. No, all of us, the members of the cabinet, all refused any court action, any lawsuit against any other person, because we are only focused on the struggle. They're not to be taking people to court where we can talk. We can talk. Court is only when people cannot talk. Okay? But if you can talk, you should not go to court, right? That's why sometimes the judge will even tell you, please, can you settle this amicably? If you can settle something, the judge will say, okay, good and fine. You can go and settle it at home. But when the thing goes to court, it means that you people are not ready to talk. That's why we are the interim government. We made it clear that we are ready to talk with whoever. We are ready to collaborate with whoever. We are ready to negotiate with whoever. Insofar as you're fighting for the struggle to liberate homeland, Ambazonia. That was our own point, our own position within the interim government. We never said that we cannot talk with Sako, we cannot talk with Dr. Akwanga or Ayaba, all those people. But most of the time, they were the one that did not want to first recognize that we need something in place that can represent our interim government. Then we can deal now as that position, respecting each other group. Okay, that is the position of the interim government. The interim government has never said that they will not work with any group. No, the interim government is ready to work with any group that we see that their mission and goals are in line with the interim government, to make sure that we prosecute the struggle, right? So, before I continue, let's listen to Comrade Sama Thomas, a little excerpt, then they will come again. Okay.
This my fellow, he insult me. Say me I talk to this matter in the court. Because if it is strove to misinform the public. The IG no be ever take Sako for court.
Right.
Now Sako, it take the IG go to the court. But when this problem be start, I be plead with the IG. Say we not make a mistake for take Sako, go to the court, because one, it will be a waste of time. Two, a waste of resources.
A waste of resources.
And three, distraction.
Distraction, that's true.
Because we need to be focused on the goal where we want to achieve them. We will turn for the focus on each other. I advise say, since the SANs never ever take any member of the SANs go for court for anything whatsoever. I give some examples them where it be concerned late Wanchan Thomas, may he so rest in peace, and other guys them where it be bring La Republique military forces for evict the SCNC for their office for Commercial Avenue, where majority of we be distant we ourselves from Wanchan Thomas, despite the fact that if we start off on a good footing, but it end up wrongly. we just say goodbye to Comrade Thomas. The victory where the IG don't get them over Sako, where it take the IG go to the court. Now something where it be worth jubilating.
Comrade Sama Thomas, thank you. I want to tell our audience, say, before you continue, Comrade Sama Thomas is the member of the Restoration Council. Is Honorable Sama Thomas. I want to give you a little brief about Honorable Sama Thomas, who has been working for SDF. He was with SDF. He was also working with the SCNC as a full-time member. So, he has been in this struggle for so long. Some people think that this struggle started just now in 2016. No. Comrade Sama Thomas is one of those people who have been tooth and nail along the years to see the liberation of the people of Southern Cameroon. So anybody coming now saying that, the struggle just started and this, you don't know what people have gone through in this struggle in the past. It did not start now. Most of the people like Honorable Sama Thomas are just taking the baton of power. They took it from Molanjol Litumbe. They took it from Dr. Ngufoncha and the rest. IMM Endeli. It's a generational fight. We are trying to look at the past to correct the future. Some people think that the past of the mistake of the past was that the NCNC was there. They were trying to put what they call the force of argument ahead of the argument of force. Okay, that was their own logo. The force of argument is not the argument of force. But in 2016, it changed. That the argument of force, that is when it changed, because when you could not take it anymore, when you say it's enough is enough, that is when our people said, okay, because you cannot keep hitting somebody, and you expect that person not to fight back. We all know the policy of self-defense. If somebody comes to your house and attack you, if you go look around, you see anything that you can use to defend yourself, the law stipulates that you can use it. Self-defense is a human right. Okay? Let's listen to our comrade, Honorable Sama Thomas. Then they will come again.
But the question, if one wants to jubilate, you go ask yourself now, you don't win now who? Now which victory you don't get them? And how this victory it move this struggle forward? May I repeat this particular statement again? The victory where the IG you don't get the over Sako, now a victory where it be what for celebrate them. But the question where one you go ask yourself before it is celebrate, now say, you don't win now who? And now who? You don't lost the case. And which profit, which advantage this victory it go bring them into the struggle. Now the $1 million question let me ask them before we feel go into jubilation. The IG don't win the case. But I would like for one, say yes, we don't win the case, But this one, now for use them, like the Bible, it will tell you about the story of the prodigal son. So when he will come back, Yipa, he will deny for say make a rebuke it, but he will call for celebration. Say make them come together, and even if begin where everyone vex. He said no, make it come together because all our don't be now with you. So he know which way it be right. Make it take and say brother be lost and now don't find a brother. Your brother be die and now he don't come back to life. So make them celebrate. Jubilate for your brother come back. Wait at the try for talk in this short analogy. Now say the IG it don't win. But how if we use this victory? Now he be the problem now. So my proposal for how if we win this victory, now for use them as a medium of reconciliation. Some of our brothers will go wrong. They will be misled. For beliefs say which way Sako it be doam, it be correct. But now when the court, it don't prove them wrong. Say Sako it be do the right thing. Make we bring them now for reconcile with them, for work as a team, not for jubilate over the victory. We don't get them because for me, now a win-win situation where it also mean a loss-loss situation. Why it will be a loss-loss situation? It will be a loss-loss situation if we go fail for use them like an advantage for bring we are brothers them, will be misled for reconcile with them, for work as a united people.
Comrade Sama Thomas, I like that point. You talk of unity and collaboration. Okay, but I want to go back a little bit in that point because I know people who have not been in this struggle don't understand what is collaboration and how the interim government have been trying to rally people. Okay, I want you people to understand this. The issue between President Chris Ano and the former President Sako was because of this issue of collaboration. You see, the former President Sako never wanted collaboration. Never. Anytime they mention something like, okay, let's try and see how to bring those groups, and he wanted the one-man show. Okay, why? Because of all the things that he was gaining from the interim government at that time. Remember, his salary was being paid, his house was being paid, his wife was being paid, everything was being paid to Sako. Okay, and there are some of us who were giving Sako monthly money. He will just call you and just say, okay, I need this. We'll just wire it. You don't even think again. Because of the love we had for him. The love we had for him, not only for him, but also for the struggle. We wanted the struggle to succeed. At that time when everybody was behind Sako. But because of greed, some of our people don't understand that power is something that is given to you. You don't take it. Okay? Power is given. Okay? Once you take it by force, you're not going to last there long. Because those same people around you are the people that are going to still come back to you and say you are fighting power from us. That is what, even now, as we talk like this, there is division in that Sako group now like this as we are speaking. Why? Because they, the few people that did not understand why there was issue there, who were still there with him, they have come and realized what we were talking about. Okay, how Sako wanted to usurp power, greed. We cannot live from a dictatorship government of La Republic. We'll come back to another dictatorship government. We don't want that to repeat itself. Okay. We even hear of the Eritrean people. Some of our friends here who are Eritrean, that the mistake they did was to allow one person to be all through the struggle. And to be candid with you, is that same person that is leading Eritrea today as a dictator. If you leave one president for that, okay, why are we changing president? We should just leave one president there forever. Come on now. What are we trying to do? You are trying to build a monarchy. And today, if you hear Ochemba Nelson speaking today, Ochemba Nelson is talking the same thing that Chris Ano was talking about Aringwa today. The same thing. She hijacked the treasury. Everything should pass through him. The issue Aringwa had with Chris Ano was because Chris Ano was trying to raise funds within the ABC TV to help the ABC TV. But Aringwa, as a person of resource and mobilization, thought that Chris Ano was trying to override or maybe do the job for her. That she's the one to raise the money. Just imagine. A minister of communication, in his capacity as a secretary of communication, don't have right to raise funds in his department. It must be Aringwa to come and raise funds in that department. that was the issue. So then, at the end of the day, Aringwa said that he is the boss of resource and mobilization. Any transaction, any little thing must pass through her. She's the one to even approve money. We were talking about this thing, that is the cause of the failure of the Sako government back then. The failure. And today, this same Ochemba Nelson that has condemned President Chris Ano for the past how many months now is still coming back to that same line that President Chris Ano mentioned, that Aringwa is spreading her tentacles in all departments. What happened today? They are now like divided. Aringwa has her own people now. Aringwa want to be her own form her own government now. Now their own president now, they don't want him anymore. You know, when you allow somebody to amass a lot of power, democracy is not like that. There are three branches in every democracy. Three. Okay? If one gathers so much power, there's a problem. The branch, judicial branch, you have the judiciary, you have the presidential, okay? Then you have now the assembly. Those three branches should work hand in glove. But when you give one too much power, that country will not go well. Okay? Just imagine, after President Trump was impeached, okay, it's the same thing that Sako was impeached for doing this or doing that or doing this or doing that. The power of the assembly is another branch of government. The power of the judiciary is another branch of government. Okay. Then the executive branch is the presidential side. They have powers that they give checks and balance to each other. So one cannot just amass all the powers because you are the president. No, it doesn't work like that in any presidential system. Okay. That's what we are talking about. Power that corrupts. That if you give somebody absolute power, that person will corrupt absolutely. President Sako was given too much powers. If not of the Restoration Council that gave checks and balance, impeach him, then they asked him if he wanted to go for re-election. He said no. They said they want to do audit. President Sako refused auditing. Okay. It's the same thing that happened to Siseko. Siseko had all the support that we could give to him. All. When Siseko came to America, we gave him full support. We gave him red carpet reception in America. But when he had that deal to have a meeting with La République, none of us knew. None of us knew about that meeting in Nera Hotel. But because of that aspect that you don't want to open up to people that are even closer to you, where is he today? In Kondengi. These are lessons that we are learning along the years in this struggle. Okay? There are people who are taking this struggle for their own personal aggrandizement. Okay? If you are a member of government, if you are a member of your county LG, if you are a member, why must you stay in power? Why must you be the chairman forever? You saw what happened to Frundi. What kind of legacy is that? A legacy that you remain chairman forever, and you die like without respect. Yeah. We even hear that Frundi was poisoned, But that's another story. But look at the legacy of people. Look at what happened in Niger. The president in Niger, look at how he was escorted out of this thing. Our leaders should learn. Don't be disgraced. Don't leave power in a disgraceful manner. Because whether you stay there, you hung on to that power. The day you leave that power, maybe you will remove say with a stretcher, or you remove by force. Power should not be taken. Power should be given by the people. That lesson should be learned, because we are in America here. We see how power is given. Okay? And they accept, because the two parties will always go for election, right? Republican and Democrat. They go for election. And they contest. They go for debates. They talk, they tell the American people what they want to do for them. It's not about you. I'm the president. I'm the president. They say go for election. Sako deny. Say no, I'm not going for election. Then when they put Dr. Tita, they elected Dr. Tita. He came. Then he was inside asking, is it only for 4 months that I'm going to be in power? They said, but you are the transitional president. Masa. Transitional president, if you coming in to help that transition for a new government to come in. Why must you think that you must be the one that President Titana refused after he has been installed? He said that he's not going to be the president for 4 months. He said 4 months. That's when now they had to put the Iya Marianta. Iya Marianta come now. They say you'll be 4 months. Then the next 2 months you're going to conduct election. Okay. She was not supposed to be in the election, but because they say, okay, you are the transitional president, let's have a smooth transition from one president to another. I don't know why this is so difficult, right? We see democracy in other countries. People go into election, they conduct election. There's a smooth transition. Why we want to practice democracy, but want to behave like Pobia? I don't know. If we want to practice true democracy, we should be like an example of the hallmark of a true democracy. We should not copy that dictatorship system and we claim that, oh, we want to free Ambazonia. You free Ambazonia how? When you're taking us from Pobia to another Pobia. That is what me, as a constitutionalist, I will support anything constitutional. And that's why I've supported all the presidents from Seseko. And when Seseko was impeached, there comes Sako. I supported Sako. When Sako was impeached and removed, I was there with Iya Marianta. I know she's legitimate. We supported Tita. Tita could not be. Now we have President Chris Ano. I am with President Chris Ano because that is the trend that we need in a country. We don't need trend that people will come and dissolve. You say, oh, I dissolve the council. How can you dissolve parliament? Have you ever heard that in any country? You come, dissolve parliament, voted by the people. When you want to, nation building is not nation destruction. Institutional buildings, if you want to build a country, you respect the little thing that people are trying to build. You don't come and destroy it, then you want people to respect what you are trying to. No, it doesn't work like that. There are little countries that go and check their constitutions. How many population does Gabon has? How many population does Laos or Malta? Check those population of those countries. Little countries like that. But what makes them a country is what their parents built when they were independent. Their institutions, their constitutions, their anthem, their flag, their currency. Those things is what makes a country. If you people cannot respect those things, but you want people to respect your group of 5 people, you say we should respect that group. Respect that group. Group. Something that can galvanize the 8 million Ambazonians, you people don't want. You want to be in small groups, 20 people. You say we should respect, all Ambazonians should respect a group of 20 people. Is that normal? We have to build an institution that the generation of generation will come and say, no, these people did a good job. That's what we are talking about. We're not talking about a Jangi group around the quarter. This has nothing to do with Jangi group. Any group will just come. There's one they call whether it's CDN. You want people to respect CDN. You want people to respect. They have to be part and parcel of the struggle, but you work in consensus with each other. Okay, but we need an institution. We need something that we can say, okay, this is what will be there, because these groups are owned by individuals. I hope we should be very careful with what we are doing. We can collaborate with those groups, but it doesn't mean that those groups are we should take them like regular. No. We have what we call a memorandum of understanding. We cannot take those groups like a government. If that you call collaboration is wrong. we want collaboration, that so that we can have a consensus voice. If we are going to say we have a meeting with some maybe some diplomats or government officials of a particular country, we are going with that voice. We are sending that delegation to represent all the group, any group, or the government and all the groups. But we cannot go there and talk. The group now start coming. This one go and talk. This one go. That is what the American government is very, very, very mad about the Amazonian struggle. Because today they will come and say, "Oh, it's my group. It's my I'm the president. I'm the this." You go and talk. You want to see the following day another person comes say, "I'm from Southern Cameroon. I'm the leader." You go and talk. How do you want them to take us serious? How? If 100 people go and talk and you are saying maybe different messages, different messaging, we will respect groups, we will respect their mission, their vision, if it in line with the interim government, so that we can work in that partnership towards the same goal. That is what we are talking about, okay? Because there is no country that was fighting for independence that did not have interim government. That we should understand that. But it doesn't mean that anybody can just come and say they have a government, then they want everybody to follow them. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. We have institutions that we have to respect, first of all. We have those institutions that we have to respect. But if we don't respect them, it's very hard for nation building. I've not seen a country without election. I've not seen a country without a government. I've not seen a country without a president. I've not seen a country without all these things. Then people are saying restoration. What do you want to restore? What do you want to restore? Ndeli had the first government there when they left the Nigerian house of Enugu. They did not have groups. They had political parties, but they went for election, contest. If you win, fine. But now we're in a different situation though. But we need that restoration, because most people use the word, they don't know why they're using those words. What do you want to restore? Amazonia was independent in 1961, but you don't want that same institution that was there to be. You say, we don't need a government. Then what do you want to restore? What do you want to restore if you don't want a government? You say, I want to restore this. And it is very shameful when some of you go and talk to these diplomats. Then they'll ask you, who is your leader? You say, no, we don't have a leader. How do you want somebody to come and support you in that kind of way, where you say, no, we have factions? You go and meet a diplomat, they ask you, can you send us a delegation? A delegation that can go and talk for Amazonian people. Like a delegation. So that once that delegation go and speak, no other person go and speak again. They have all the information. They share information sharing. They share those things there, so that consultation continues. But not that this one go and talk and say, oh, I'm group of this. Little group of people. You go and speak on the behalf of Amazonians. Any government is the majority. That everybody knows that. The groups are the minorities. But we still have to respect them. Okay? Because they are part and parcel of the struggle. Okay? They are helping the struggle in their own way. But you should not take your group as you want to compare in terms of presence. It doesn't work like that. That's why you can have 50 political parties, but there are two major parties that will be majority, right? But we have to learn to collaborate with each other. Let's continue to hear from our brothers, Uncle Sama.
For those who recall others, they say Coopers. Please, the coup plotters, I don't know whether those who recall some people say that coup plotters them, they will go tell American court. Say they don't support coup plotters, or coup plotters don't bribe them for support coup plotters, or which they will talk now about the judiciary for America. Now, which way I wait for hearing from them. But I not bother myself whether you call me say coup plotter, or you call me say witty, or you call me say I'm a black leg, or you call me say red leg and yellow leg, of which I don't tell when I say you don't give the name the so then too much. But one because I will not give them green, red, yellow leg. Will not give them. So can you people give that name green, red, yellow leg? But even if we not give all these names, it no still mean anything. I will still downplay on all these names, but I look now how we all, if we come together, we work like a team, like we worked before, and stop this backbiting, blackmailing, backstabbing of one another, for call them coup plotters, thieves. It never helped nobody for this struggle. And anybody with that mindset for talk say, ye brother, where it propagates the liberation of the Southern Cameroons, now a black leg. Ask yourself, will they work now for the liberation of the Southern Cameroons, or you be an agent of La Republique, where it help La Republique for succeed over we all. Despite which ways I couldn't do for this struggle all along, I don't always be very, very careful for toxic Sako, for describe Sako like a black leg. Yes, despite all the wrong things that Sako don't do over this struggle, I don't always, me, Sama Thomas, I don't always be very, very careful, and of which I never ever call Sako, say Sako be a black leg, like, and no, we don't ever call any Southern Cameroonian say be a black leg. If I know your track record, I go call success in Congo, on success in Congo, over a failure in Congo, say black leg. I go call number, say black leg.
Right.
Because they don't prove exactly who side them be.
Yeah, they don't prove they be black leg.
I go call Nick Santos, say black leg, because they don't prove exactly who side we be. But I'm not fit. Even if I go drink me more drunk, call Sako, say me black leg. He don't make a mistake. Yes, that one are true. But maybe we take a say that dirty, it don't stop. Maybe we not pass further dirty again. Mm-hmm. Maybe we struggle now to clean the stream for upstream. So as for leave the water, it will be consumable by all Southern Cameroon. Now my humble plea this for all of Wuna.
Thank you, Comrade Sama Thomas. Thank you for that advice. You don't talk some very important thing. Make you clean that water way all man for Ambazonian if you drink them. So that's some very good one that way. I think we have heard the verdict of yesterday, and we just want to let the Ambazonian people know that the American government has finally made its verdict, and they have passed it and said Ambazonians in America, if they have any transaction, anything that they want to do, they want to pursue the struggle, they should have one governance, one government that they can look up to. Okay, and from the court ruling, the interim government, that is installed by, established by the Restoration Council, has been made clear. So please, let's no have loggerheads as our comrade just advised. We are not fighting for power. No, that is not the idea. People are saying, "Oh, no. We are trying to get that solid foundation, so that when you don't have those foundation, even you go for a negotiation today, people cannot even support you because you guys will see you guys are too divided. Eh? But let's get that semblance of that communal system. Let's have that semblance of unity. Even if you don't want to talk with your brother, but because of the struggle, talk with your brother. Think about people who are dying back home. Think about people in the dungeons of La Republic. Think about those people in the refugee camps. Let's not be too egoistic. Thinking about yourself. If not be president, make better all things spoil. Now the mentality that way where people don't take them for this struggle way, they way they today so. This struggle for don't go far. Eh? Imagine putting all these resources together. For the past 7 years that we have been in this struggle, everybody knows, and now everybody can accept that one group cannot liberate Ambazonians. One group cannot. If you care, you keep fighting for the next 10 years. One group cannot liberate Ambazonia. If they care, the whole 50 conferences, they go a whole all that gymnastics they are going around the world in 80 days. You will not liberate Ambazonia. Imagine putting resources together. Forget about the titles. Putting resources together. Take this one. Take this group. Put that resources together. You say, okay, you are in charge of fighting in this area. This group you're in charge of fighting in this area. Put that resources together. La Republic, they will pack and go since. They will go since. We don't even talk about it again. But because of greed. Imagine if I name you all the generals that lost that passed away were not compromised by La Republic soldiers. They were not compromised by La Republic soldiers. Only among themselves they compromise each other. Yes. Who compromised General Ivo? It wasn't a La Republic soldier. It was only them, among them. Because this one belonged to this group, or this one don't want this group to go, this one want this group. Who compromised General Chacha? If I want to give you the list of those names of generals that passed away, that we lost just because this group want that they should respect them. This group want to take over. This group don't like IG. This group want to... So that's all, eh? Imagine great generals. I'm telling you. But, you see, who killed Fimasha? Who killed Chacha? It's not like public soldier that killed them or that compromised them, whatever. They passed away because of that greed. That's the word, just greed. I don't want to use any other word again. Greed from people. If not me, better will kill anything else. I heard an audio from one guy saying that Ayaba should not collaborate with Chris Ano or Sako or Akwangad. I was laughing. This is the reason why, even if we want to do collaboration, there are people who, if they want to collaborate, they want that if they are coming to collaborate with you, they should be the leader. They should be the leader. Okay. Imagine if there was that collaboration, right? The ADF came in with the AGOFC. They come in the struggle as the arm wing of the struggle. The IG now stand this way as the political wing of the struggle. They do that collaboration. Anything when it comes to the soldiers, the military, and it will be organized by the AGOFC and ADF. That was the idea even since back in the days of Seseko. Ayaba refused. Akwanga refused. So when we are still talking about collaboration after 7 years, you know what that means. It's because some people did not want it because they want that their group should dominate, take over. That's what they were calling it now. They killed many generals. How did General Amigo? So many generals passed away like that because this group send their soldiers to go kill this one. This one send their soldiers to go kill this one. But after 7 years, what do we see today? One group. Even now to stand, the interim government alone cannot still win all the fights. Okay, we still need all those groups to still work as a team. Okay, Ayaba title used to be Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, right? But now he has changed to President. So it means that even people believe that when you are like a Commander-in-Chief, you should be more of the defense side than the political wing. Okay, but if there's that collaboration, we can share the like the portfolios or the functions of each group. It's okay, this group, you can be in charge of the refugee. We can do that. This group, okay, you can be in charge of the prisoners. This group, you can be in charge of making sure that the soldiers are doing good. You know, the welfare of the soldiers, everything that concerns the soldiers. This group take care of the IDPs. We can share the functions like that. The IG, the IG or what, take care of the diplomacy or foreign affairs. It can be like that. But when you bring this kind of proposal to people, this is what even us in the cabinet with President Chris Ano, we made a plan and sent out to most of these leaders. They refuse. So this aspect of collaboration has been a long thing that even when we with Sako, but Sako never wanted it to. He wanted to be the only person. And he has inculcated that mindset to some of the few people following him there, that Sako Tiboya. You know how many years this war will be? That you want him there to be there with Tiboya. Oh my God. That is the problem. People don't want to learn from the mistakes in the past to correct the future. They want to carry that mistake in the past, just going ahead, go, just moving. Mistake. Going ahead, mistakes. Then they'll say, oh, this one is happening, this one is not happening. Those are the mistakes that is happening. But we have to correct them. Okay? The American court has started correcting those things. We can't have two governments at a time. We can have many groups, yes. Okay? They can turn that like for now. I know when they say IGK, we already know is a group of Seseko and Yerima, because they put IGK, right? Yes. But we can still work in that way. It doesn't matter. But we have to make sure that our messaging, our collaboration is focused, going in the same direction. So that this one send this message this way, the one send the message this way. You are confusing. Even somebody want to come and support you. This one rush go there tomorrow. Oh, I'm the representative of the Ambazonia people. tomorrow another person go there. I'm the representative of the Amazonian people. Even me, I'll confuse. I won't take you people serious. Never. Because you come today, they won't come tomorrow, they won't come to, they won't come to. How? So if we have a synergy or one voice, that is what will win the whole thing. And I pray that the message will go through so that Ambazonians started understanding. Then we'll focus in that direction so that we take this thing to the successful end by the grace of God. So thank you for watching. God bless you all. See you in the next episode. Please don't forget to share this message, to go to all our people in Ambazonia, to share on Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Share it. Thank you for watching and God bless you. See you in the next episode. Ciao.